Hey friends, it is starting to rain here. We've been kind of expecting this all day. It's been really cloudy and dreary and gloomy and all that good stuff. So we've been expecting it. So I'm shocked it hasn't come before now. But I had a bunch of stuff to get done. So they're all in here waiting on me. So I am just now getting outside. Log Home Dad's like, you better do this early. I'm like, I don't know if I can get out there early. So here I am now, but that's okay, right? All right, so I'm gonna do a couple of things while I'm in here. Sorry, y'all. I should have done this a few minutes ago. Oh, I scared them. Sorry. They're like, Mama, you scared me. I have to bring them a little bit more food out a little bit. Throw some in there. Okay. I was putting some gravel in there for them. It helps not only with their egg production, but with like the calcium. It helps with being able to move things in their crop when they have some gravel and some oyster shells and stuff. So that's what I was kind of throwing in their little food container. Hey, Miss Beverly, Winter Wonderland. Its pictures are so pretty from everybody, though. I just love it. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to grab their eggs, and then we're going to go in the coop or the run and get them their food. And then I'm going to take you out and show you what Log Home Dad's been doing all day. Bless his heart. So we have 5 eggs. Miss Anna has not laid her egg yet. So we're waiting on that. She's due for an egg anytime. So I imagine she's going to lay an egg today. Oh, that's a nice big one. I imagine she's going to lay an egg today. So we're just waiting. So let me put this down here. Let me just make sure there's none in here in case unless she jumped up here and laid one in the box, but who knows. All right, so let me get these over here. You know what? I'm gonna set them down here and put this over them just so the rain doesn't get on them. I don't want to wash off its protective coating. So when they lay their eggs, did y'all notice in that one video of Miss Anna, it was wet when it comes out? That is a protective coating over the eggs. And so when farmers wash it, or egg companies wash them, they wash that protective coating off, and it's a law to sell in, like stores and stuff. In America, the only country in the world that refrigerates their eggs. So once they get washed, they have to be refrigerated. So, which really stinks. I'll never forget when I went on okay, Miss Rose. Woo, woo! I'll never forget when I went on my first mission trip seeing eggs on the shelves in the store. And I'm like, what? Why are eggs out? So we're the only country in the world that does that. And it's because they have to wash them for our regulations, just like milk, all the stuff they got to do. And so but if you notice on Miss Anna's, when she laid her egg, the video I did of her laying her egg, it was wet, and it dries almost immediately. Like literally it dries within just a couple of, just a few seconds, literally. And that is the protective coating that is on the eggs when they lay them. And it's just full of all goodness to keep any bacteria and stuff out. So isn't God wonderful how he designs everybody? It's just amazing. Get it, Mr. Mosley. Oh, you like those bananas. They're after all the worms in there. There's a ton of worms today. Oh, look at Miss Rosie's feather. Oh, isn't that pretty? So beautiful. Found a beautiful feather one time when we were out, when we were Girl Scouting, and the caretaker of the Girl Scout property, he was Native American. And I found this gorgeous feather, and he said, that is a gift from the Great Spirit. And I thought, well, that's a great way to put it. God left that right there for me to find. So whenever we find a beautiful feather out all alone, it's a gift from the Great Spirit. Here's my babies. Aren't they beautiful? It's so funny because they are like wearing my pan thin. I've had that pan for years and years. And I can start seeing the the etching on the back coming through the top. It's so funny. That's okay. I'll tell you what, they can work an area too, can't they? It's fun watching chickens do their thing. They're so beautiful. And so it's kind of windy. It is chilly for us, y'all. Like, because y'all know it was 90 the other day. So today is probably about 72. It's cloudy, dreary. It just came a sprinkling. I think it might still be sprinkling. I'm not positive. So I've just been working on all my Scentsy stuff. I'm having an open house tomorrow. -3 degrees. Oh, I bet they're not this happy. Oh my gosh. -3 in Montana. I bet it's gorgeous though. We've got so many things planned for the next couple of months, and we've been working on those, and we're actually going away for a couple of days this weekend. My birthday's next week, but for Christmas, our oldest daughter had gotten us Celtic Women concert tickets. So we decided, since it's a little bit of ways, I guess she didn't realize that there was one closer, so she got it for Pembroke Pines, which is kind of near Miami. So that's about 3.5 hours away. So we actually got a camp spot in West Palm, and then we'll drive down. You know, Miami's not our thing. So we'll drive down to the concert when it happens, but we're going to fish and stuff while we're in West Palm. So that's going to be so much fun. And so we've been planning a few little things like that out. We got another camping trip in June. And we got to stay kind of close to our house for a lot of reasons if we got to come back for anything. But we own our own business, so we do water damage restoration, not just Scentsy, but water damage restoration. And when someone's home floods or a building floods, Log Home Dad's got to get there and get it dry. And so we usually try to stay within 1 to 2 hours away. And there's been times we literally have gotten to the beach and we sat everything. We have a little tent, a little tiny, you know, like shade tent. We sat it up. We sat our chairs up. We sat down, and usually we don't get service out there because the beach we usually go to is in the national park in Titusville. And we sat down, and no sooner did we sit down that his phone rang, and it was a building flood. And so we literally had to pack everything up. And as we're walking out, because you got to carry everything in, it's natural, so everything's got to be carried in. And people are like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And we're like, "It's us. It's not. Nobody's closing down the beach. It's us. We got to go." And so it's just, you know, that's the nature of our business, but it has allotted us being able to do things too. So, and we work for ourselves. We've done this for 25 years now. And so Scentsy is my, you know, I make money on it, but it's my fun thing. And of course, we've earned some amazing trips, but it's fun for me. I just love it. You know, make extra money. It's my daughter's career. She makes I think she makes twice or 3 times the amount what her husband makes. And it's just, and we're building it. I mean, we're getting there. It's, so it's just, she's been doing it longer than us, but it's just amazing. I love it. It's so much fun. So it's my fun time, because, you know, I do all for our business. I mean, I go out and work with Log Home Dad sometimes too. It's hard. It's getting harder on me the older I'm getting to lift equipment and even to run his wands and stuff he has. It's real hard on me. So my main thing is office work and answering the phones and stuff. So this to me is a lot of fun. I hear Log Home Dad. I was just coming out to see you. Yeah. I was going to show everybody what you were doing. Well, they've cleared the board of worms. So, and we found a gift from the Great Spirit somewhere in here. I don't know where Miss Rose's feather went. It was pretty. It was somewhere. It's been our thing. I was kind of waiting for, is it raining still? Just here and there. All right, well, let's go out and see what Log Home Dad is up to. You ready, Log Home Dad? Look at him. He's you know, when he's got a tank top on, he's going to be working hard, because this man sweats And he gets hot even on these days when it's like this. You got it, Log Home Dad? He's such a good man. Oh, it's a sprinkling. I can feel it. There's sweet Emma girl. Emma, come here. There she is. There's our baby girl. We don't bring Lucy out here. Log Home Dad's afraid the chickens are going to peck her cute little big old eyes out. She's got these big Chihuahua bug eyes. She's less than 5 pounds. So
you see right down the middle of our garden.
Uh-oh. Am I going to be mad?
No.
Oh.
Maybe.
Right down the middle of our garden. Are you serious? What in the world? Just since yesterday. All right, so we have a critter. Look at that, y'all. Do you see it? Look at this. It is protruding about 2 inches. What? And it could be a snake.
Oh, it's a mole.
You think it's a mole? Have you dug it up to try to find it yet? Oh, I'll be digging this in a few minutes. Look at that, right in the middle of the garden. You can see it real well here. Wow, and that's since yesterday, because it was, Log Home Dad just removed all the cloth yesterday. So if you didn't watch us yesterday, this is our garden, and it was covered in our cloth, and it was covered in our supports, cattle panels, and then weeds. Log Home Dad, that's a big old pile. He's been working hard, and then some of the grasses, and we've had these trellises, goodness gracious, for 6 or 7 years now. So I think Log Home Dad's like, I'm thinking about ditching them, but I'm like, I think we could get another year out of them. Today he's been over working and clearing our raspberries and blackberries, and this is our blueberries, this is our pineapples. Last year we had 8 pineapples. I'm hoping for at least that this year. I don't even know what's growing in here. We put a couple of things and then the seed has come up, so I'm fine. I'm leaving it. So this is where our garden was. All the way up is what it used to look like. All the way up to the chicken coop. Like, this was completely vegetation. And so Log Home Dad has had this cleared about 4 feet. And I'll be doggone at the end of summer did it not start creeping up. And I am afraid of snakes, first of all, but I can't handle this stuff. Like, he is, oh, Log Home Dad.
That's not a blackberry. Well, it's one of the wild ones then.
It is?
Yeah,
oh, it was from back there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we have thornless over here. Oh, poor Emma. So that was, so we've got cloth down here, but the stuff is literally has just grown over and under it. So he has been back here mowing and trimming. And I mean, all that is what this looked like. Like, that stuff is awful. And it's so hard for us to control it on our side when the other side of the fence is so dense. Oh, there we go. Yep, look at the wild ones. And we don't get anything off of these. We have a whole bunch.
So small.
Yeah, they're so tiny, and they really don't produce, like, little tiny tinies. Where you see them. Oh, there's some blooms. Little
They're
tiny.
By the time before they even ripe, it seems like the birds and the raccoons have got them.
Yep. And so we're working a few different things. We're going to, I think we're going to put some netting over these to keep them. And they look kind of dead right now, but let me tell you, y'all, these will bloom out in no time. It's absolutely incredible how fast they start blooming out. So Log Home Dad, like, that starts out, that is a weed right there. So those are the little thorn, like, that stick to your, that stick to your socks. And they start out as weeds, but if they are allowed to grow, they are a tree. Like, I mean, look at that. That's like a tree. So he's been back here clearing, and I know we have snakes because this is a wetland back here. So Log Home Mom is, you know, God tells us in the Bible that the snakes are going to be on our heels. And yeah, so Log Home Mom is afraid of snakes. So he's been out here working his little tushy off. And we've started weeding in the blueberries, and that's like a consistent battle. It is just craziness. But the blueberries we have left, they are full. Yeah. It's just we've got to get cover on them. So we got to finish weeding them so we can cover them up. Emma, you're going to hurt yourself. Those pineapples will get you. Uh-oh, is that a bloom I see, Log Home Dad? Oh, I think so. I think there's a pineapple. Look at that. Woo, look at there, y'all. That's a pineapple. That is a baby pineapple. Oh my goodness. Oh, I see another one. Oh, this is just since, when did I weed? A week or so ago? Week or two ago? Look at that, you guys. There's another pineapple. So that's 2. Let's see what else we got. I don't see one there. Now we had 8 last year. Oh, there's one here. It's down in there. I see it starting. So there's 3. Oh my goodness. Move, girl. Oh, something's dug this one out of the ground. Log Home Dad. So that's 3. The leaves get down in there from the oak trees. It's hard to see sometimes. Right here, 4. Oh my gosh, is this one? Yep, 5. Uh-huh. Is that one in there?
I don't see one.
No? So there's 5 so far. Oh my gosh, so okay. Let me tell you about my pineapples. If you've not been following me for a long time. There's 6. There's another one. So, y'all, I'm not kidding you. Log Home Dad, how did we start pineapples?
Just sticking them in the ground like that.
So, that is a pineapple top. Literally, we just stick it in the ground. We cut it off, stick it in the ground, y'all. That is how we have all of these. So that's 6. Oh, is there another one? And these are new, like we planted these last year. So there's 7. Oh my, these are shoots from, so what happens is when the pineapple produces a pineapple, when a pineapple plant produces a pineapple, they will produce, oh my goodness, what, about 5 to 8 of these shoots, and the original plant will die back that the pineapple came off of, but it produces these. So I always leave the biggest one on, which you can tell this one is a shoot of that one. So I leave that on, and then I take these, and literally if you get in the bottom of them with gloves, because these things will hurt you, but you get in the bottom, you ready? And you twist like this. Look at that, y'all. That's a new pineapple right there. New pineapple with roots already. So that is how I grow my pineapples. And then I literally just take it and stick it in the dirt like that. So there's a new pineapple plant. So that's what happens. Like that one I need to take off. There's a couple there I need to take off. And then it'll be a whole new pineapple plant. So what I do in the winter is I take some apples that we've had and I slice them up and I stick them down in the middle of the pineapple plants. And it helps, there's something in the apples that helps them fruit. And it's worked because we are now enjoying the fruits of our labor. So, but see, Log Home Dad goes a little step further. I don't. I just twist it down in the ground.
If you don't first get it.
Yeah, that's true. We have had some critters. Yep, I just put it in there. We've got a few more to twist off too. So how fun is that? And these are pineapples that we've eaten in our kitchen. And I literally come out and just stick them in the ground. All right, let me see. Did you see any more? So that's 6 so far that we've counted. And that doesn't mean we're not going to have more. It's just they haven't shown up yet. And this is since just like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, because I was out here and I didn't have those. So we've got some blueberry, but we've got to get some more blueberry bushes. The critters have just killed them. And we got to think of a new way to protect them to keep the critters from getting on them. Yeah, Mr. George! I hate snakes as well. One of the reasons I live in Alaska. They don't ever, they don't die until they have a pineapple, and they don't really die. They just they become like the core of the plant. So I always leave like this is a shoot from one. This is two from a pineapple we had last year from the plant that I left on. I always leave the biggest one on, and then I take off the smallest. So I see a couple here that I need to take off. Like there's one right there I need to take off. There's one right here I need to take off. There's two right here I need to take off. So that, and then I'll just take those off and put them back in the ground, and we have just had the best luck with them. Now I can tell you that we had them up where the chicken coop is now, and the rabbits ate them. For whatever reason, they don't come back here and eat them.
Well,
and
there was too much shade up there too.
There was too much shade. For what they love this soil, and we don't do anything to their soil at all. We have just stuck them in the ground. And when we started, we didn't realize they were going to go get so stinking big. So they are kind of close.
In all honesty, if we hadn't lost so many to like rabbits and critters, I bet we've planted 20 or 30 that have gotten lost. Being dug up.
Absolutely. And of course, we didn't always plant our pineapples. Now we do. Now we plant them. And we did plant them in the garden beds over there that has mushroom compost in it. They died. Yeah, all of them died.
Yeah, they didn't like that soil.
Nope. So they love this soil. And so we're literally sand and water. So literally, see the black tarp Log Home Dad has out there? We're going to peel that back. It should be dead underneath it. We're going to continue on. And I think we're going to get more blueberries. And we talked about starting them in the front yard and seeing if they do better up there with the sun. So I think that's what we're going to do. And maybe I don't know. We'll have to think of something to keep the rabbits away, because the rabbits and birds are eating them. And then our plants aren't able to fulfill their duties because there's nothing on them to do anything with. So
grow food, not lawns.
That's right. So I think, and we can't grow a lawn here. I mean, unless you put a lot of pesticides down, and
you can pay the lawn spray company $150 a month
yep.
to come treat it.
And we did when we first moved here, because the guy's like, oh, I'll use a lawn company. And we're like, oh, the lawn's so pretty. Well, we found out shortly after we moved in that he just resodded the whole lawn. And so that's why the lawn was so pretty, because the lawn started dying and we were paying $150 a month that we really couldn't afford. But we wanted a pretty lawn, but it was dying. And they're like, there's nothing you can do. It's Florida. You just have to keep replacing. So we cut that out quickly. So basically our lawn is like this, which is whatever grows, weeds, whatever. So that's what we're up to today. There we go. You just explained it all. Blueberries are my fave. Blueberries are so good. They really are. We do go blueberry picking, and honestly, I get a ton of blueberry. It's like $15 for this bucket. And you pick them yourself. You know, it takes me a couple hours. I go out there and I pick blueberries and I just listen to music, and that's what I end up doing. And you can't beat the price. So
she can't Easter egg hunt anymore, so she hunts berries.
I hunt berries. I hunt seashells. Berries, seashells. We actually, with our Cincy trip that we earned, we got to pick an excursion. And the excursion we picked was we're going to go out on a catamaran watching dolphins. And then they take us to an island, and we get to...
seashell.
Yeah, it's a seashell island. So we get to go there and hunt seashells. So that'll be a fun afternoon. And of course, we're bringing our fishing gear. Log Home Dad's already found some fishing spots. So he's like all excited. All right. A critter's been under here, Log Home Dad.
My neighbor's cat.
Yep, that's true too. Yeah, the indoor cat.
Yeah. It's not so indoor.
No. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go. I got to get inside and get some work done. But that's kind of what's going on the homestead right now. I'm going to go find that mole. All right. Love y'all. We will see you tomorrow in the homestead.
Look at that.
What's that?
Teeny tiny little hole in that thing.
Was growing out of the weed block.
Survive.
Log Home Dad. He's weeding, y'all. Like he's a keeper. All right. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye.